Hola, hola guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Roxanne. Hi, if this is your first time here. Today I want to talk to you guys about my Christmas slash 2017 wish list. Now, this is obviously by no means comprehensive, and I also do not expect to get all of these books for Christmas, but I usually get some gift cards and stuff for Christmas, and I go ham on Amazon getting a lot of books. So a lot of these I'll probably get through those means, but then early in the year, or at least some point during the year, I want to get to these books, and these are just some that I've written down. Obviously I think in my to read list on Goodreads I have like 1,000 something books. So obviously I have 20 here. I think some are a series, so around 20-30 books here. That is by no means comprehensive, but these are ones that I sort of want to make a priority, and these are just ones that I sort of have at the top of my head because I've been thinking about them, but there's probably some that I've forgotten or whatever. But yeah, let's see if I can learn how to do the thingy where people put like pictures in the frame somehow. I've never done that before, so we'll see if I can. If not, I'll figure out something to do. But obviously I don't have these, so I can't show them to you. I won't talk a lot about these because then it'll just be a really long video. So the first one I want to get is Sabro by Garth Nix. This one is beloved by many, and I think it came out in like the 90s or something like that, and a lot of people love it and a lot of people recommend it, and there's like a talking cat in it. And if you know me at all, you know I love cats. You know, I have a cat, so talking cats, yes, please. Then would be the Daughter of Spoken Bone series by Laini Taylor. I had heard about this one, but it hadn't really been on my radar until I saw that Hannah read it and she loved it. I'll link her channel down below. She's awesome. And I think Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, I'll also link her channel down below, was talking about it. They recently read it, and I think it's about angels or something. And usually when people will say angels, I'm like, I don't. But I mean, they rave about it, so I'm gonna trust them on that and give it a try. Then is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I think this is sci-fi. I don't read much sci-fi, but I'm always up to reading outside of my comfort zone or reading things that I wouldn't normally gravitate towards. This is another one that has great reviews. I think it has a sequel, which from what I hear is not as good as the first one, but the first one is really good. So at least that one I want to give it a shot and see how I feel about it. Then is A Muslim Girl by Amani Al-Katabe. I looked everywhere for how to pronounce her name, and I couldn't find it, and I clicked on like 7 interviews and no one said her name, or they just called her Amani, or she just started talking and they didn't like introduce her. So I was so upset because I really want to know how to say it properly. I don't want to butcher someone's name and not even make an effort to like pronounce it correctly, but I couldn't find it. But Muslim Girl, she I think created muslimgirl.com, which is an online magazine for millennial Muslim girls or women, and then she decided to write a book, so I want to get it because obviously I've heard some of her interviews and I've followed her on Facebook and stuff, and she has some good things to say, so I want to read her book and see what else she has to say. I also want Homegoing by Yad Jassi. I've also heard it pronounced Yad Jessie. Let me know if you know down below for sure how to pronounce her name. I want to be able to pronounce it properly, but Homegoing, it's gotten great reviews pretty much across the board. So that's one that I definitely want to get to come next year. I want to get Gemini by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. Yes, which is the sequel to Illuminate, which I loved. I sat down and I read it in like a day. It was really awesome. I loved the way in which the story was told. I thought it was really unique, and so I'm excited to get to the second one. This one is again one that doesn't have as great reviews as the first one. I apologize if the sun is on my face. I'm trying to get away from it, but alas, 'tis life when you're not a professional YouTuber. It doesn't have as good reviews as the first one, but I want to give it a try anyways because I did like the first one a lot. I want to get The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I've been wanting to get this one for a while because like I've said in a couple of my videos, I want to get more into adult fantasy. And this is one that's really, really beloved by many. And then I believe this is from the Killer Chronicles, and then I heard that Lynn is going to be in the production team for a TV show that they're going to do about it. And so I was like, that's all I need to know. I'm going to read it now for sure. So that's on my wish list. That might be one of the ones that I get with my gift cards. I want to get Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. This one I've heard a lot of good things about. I think I've seen it in Joss's channel, which I'll link her down below as well. She's awesome. And someone else, maybe Mercedes. I'll link her channel down below as well. I love both of them. I think both of them really enjoyed it, if I'm not mistaken. So I definitely want to get to that one. I hear it's like kick-ass and super awesome. But I think you probably want to read Jane Eyre before, because I think it's sort of based on that. So I might read Jane Eyre and then do that one, because Jane Eyre I have on my physical TBR pile, but I haven't read it, so I might do that. I want to get War Against All Puerto Ricans by Nelson A. Dennis. This is just a history, like a nonfiction history book on Puerto Rico and sort of how we've got to the place that we are now. And so that's something that obviously really interests me and that I really want to know more about. So that one might be also one of the ones that I get through any gift cards that I get, because that one's just really important to me personally. I want to get Soppy by Philippa Rice. That is this really cute graphic, I think it's just a collection of comics that she based off of her relationship with her partner. And Galileo wants to go outside. He's trying to open the door. It's so cute. I'll take you outside in a second, buddy. And it's the cutest thing ever. You've probably seen it around Tumblr or Facebook or whatever. They're like red, white, and black. They're so adorable. Literally some of the cutest comics I have ever seen. And they're even more like special because they remind me a lot of my relationship. We're just as silly. I love reading, just like she portrays herself as reading a lot in the comics, and I just really want to read it. And I haven't seen it really on BookTube at all. And I think it's been out for a while now, and I really want to get to it. I also want to read The Encyclopedia of Early Earth and The 100 Nights of Hero by Isabel Greenberg. These, I heard, are some of the most beautiful graphic novels ever. And I've seen some of the images and the illustrations. Hannah, again, and I think Mercedes have both talked about how much they love them. And oh my god, they're like giant too. I love them. They're so beautiful, and those I want to get to so bad. They're so pretty. And I just hear that there's beautiful stories as well. I want to get The Nyx by Nathan Hill. I don't remember what that one's about, but I remember that I want to read it. And I think it's like on bestseller list. It's a recent release, or at least of this past year sometime. I want to get Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. That one's pretty self-explanatory. And I've heard great things about it, so I really want to get that one. I want to get The Nyx by Nathan Hill. I already said that, just kidding. March by John Lewis, which is, I think there's 3 volumes out, and it just won a big award. That's a graphic novel about, or those are volumes of graphic novels based on the civil rights movement, which I love to learn more about and read about. So that's definitely one that I want to get to for sure. It's Commonwealth by Ann Patchett, which I've heard great things about, but not too many people talking about it. But on Goodreads and on a couple of YouTube videos, I've seen really great things about it. The Wangs versus the World by Jade Chang. I think Joss recently mentioned this on her channel. If I find anything about it, I'll link it down below as well. I want to get Wind Witch by Susan Dennard, which is the second in the Truth Witch trilogy series. I'm not sure, but I really enjoyed the first one, which I read back in January, I believe. The best thing about that for sure is the female friendship in it. It is probably one of the best ones that I've read in YA fantasy in a really long time. So if you like that, then you might like this one as well. It also has a cool magic system, so check it out. And Wind Witch, which is the second installment, comes out I believe in January, so that is both in my wish list and also on my anticipated releases of 2017. I Want to Get the Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Yes, by Angie Thomas. That one is, she was inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement. So that is a movement that I follow, a movement that I support. And so I definitely want to read that one. It's gotten great reviews. I think it's being released in March 2017. So that's another that is anticipated release and on my wish list. And then the last but not least, nor really the last in my actual list, is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. This one was recently released, I think maybe November or something like that, and it has gotten amazing reviews. I really loved Everything, which you might be able to see back there, by Nicola Yoon. That was great, but I've heard this one is even better, and I'm so excited. And it has diverse characters in it, and it talks about important topics like immigration, which is also near and dear to my heart. So I cannot wait to get that one. That's probably gonna be one that I try and get with any gift cards ASAP. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought about them. If you want to read any of these books as well, also let me know. Thank you so much for watching. And I know this was a short, fun little video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Mwah.